Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be an Astroflower reading from the 22nd through to the 29th of August. If you're part of the Astroflower family, lovely to have you here. If you want to be part, just need to subscribe and click that bell. Let's just see what's going straight on here. You got a double wave. I think we had this last week, but it's definitely a lot more pronounced. And this could be much more pronounced within your daily life. So things could be really coming to a head for you within life physically, in your everyday life, and plans and projects that you've been putting in place for some time may be coming to fruition. But there is also the next stage, as it were, coming through, the next step up the rung. Let's just see what the overall energy is here. They're showing like, timing and patience. So it's, knowing when to attack or knowing when to push on and knowing when to just let the thing roll and free flow is really important. That's the difference between patience and moving on and doing. The reason we have patience is because we've then got to act and pass of act. So this is what it seems to be like for you, Capricorn. 5 of Wands. So yeah, it could be the journey that you're moving on. You're going through different sort of stages. But it also is, that person's reaching for that flame, as it were. And these are, sometimes it is an inner conversation that is happening within you. It is could be a conflict, not necessarily a conflict of interest, but it could be real life-changing decisions that you're making at the moment, and you've got to, I think, reach for your higher self. I think this is the overall energy here, is refining things that you can actually be the best version of you, as it were. Okay, let's just see what's going on. This is your relationship side and this is your money side. Let's see what's going on in that karmic message on the relationship side. Steady as she rolls, steady as she rolls. It's like it's driving a car and knowing when to take your foot off the gas and to take those corners nicely, as it were, in your car. So it's within your relationships here. It's knowing how to sort of allow things to just flow, as it were, for you. Allow things to flow for you, I think. It is stepping from one side to another. It's moving through. You've got the 4 of Wands followed by the 5 of Wands, and it comes from that. And it's almost here is like the preparation going through to be your better self, changing from one dimension to another, and that allowing it to just flow from one to another. I'm almost, excuse me, I'm almost inclined to sort of say, get out the way, Capricorn. And I think this is on for both sides in a way. This is all being done for you, so enjoy it. Get the best out of it. It could be for marriage as well. This is life-changing decisions, I said. And it could be, it could be also an engagement that you do with the family. So, of being more present within the family or being less present within the family. It depends on your situation. It could be within a couple of actually sort of moving on and saying, okay, I now want the world to know that, we are a couple, sort of thing. And that could be that moment coming this week, sort of changing in your life. And I think they're asking you to step up to the plate and realize that this is going to happen one way or another. If you apply yourself within this, it's your last month. It's your last month of your summer coming through. That and a bit of Libra as well season. Let's just see how the universe is trying to influence that karmic message. No going back. This is, I think this is long-term plans we're talking here. And I think this is what's coming to fruition in the present. No going back, call to a mission. You've got nothing but swords going through you. It's very passionate, swords. Well, these swords are very passionate ones, which are really nice swords. It's very vibrant, very here and now and in the moment. But there's also a lot of clarity of decision making. So within your relationships, it's and this could be family, friends, community, and couple. It's making a transition within your relationships, and being called to the mission, which is your higher self, of being your better example, being the best you can be of who you are. And I think this plays out a lot within your relationships. Let's just see how the guides are trying to influence that karmic message. Just let go and allow it to happen. Don't get caught up in. It's difficult. I'm a Capricorn as well, and we get very particular about ideas and kind of go, no, this is how it is. It's like sort of saying, you know, I could be an elephant tomorrow. No, you can't. You're a human. You're not an elephant. Maybe you can feel what an elephant feels like, or take on a persona of an elephant in a way and feel the energies of an elephant, but physically you're not going to be able to change yourself into an elephant. So it's being really sort of, clear with yourself, I think, here. And, you know, it is what it is. It's wiping away certain illusions within you. Temperance. Now, I thought that temperance was going to come out there, and I think this is, it shows it on this. It'd be interesting if you got something like the Hierophant on this side, or up the top there. But there's a definite connection there to do with that timing, as I was saying earlier on, of knowing when to have it flow and being patient about it. And this is where your guides are really trying to help you, because you're going to be moving on quite quickly by the looks of things within your relationships. Things are going to, come to fruition or come to a head in a good way, I think, in a very constructive way. And being, I think people are going to look at you differently over this next month, really. Let's just have a look what's going on the in the how the guides are trying to influence the conversation that is within you. Just fall in love. Just fall in love, not necessarily with other people, but also with yourself. It's falling in love with life, I think, for you here, and it's being pleasantly surprised, like a child is pleasantly surprised. 5 of Cups. Yeah, it's not having those, as I was saying earlier on, Capricorns like things to be like this. This is how it is. You can't be an elephant. This is how it is. They're not the greatest fans of illusions. They like to understand things, and how things mechanically work. And if you step out of that and you start being your higher self and you allow your logic to lend weight to your emotions, I think you're going to be a lot less disappointed. And I think this is what they're trying to avoid within you. If you take this the wrong way, let's just say you get into conflicts and this is it, standing your ground within your relationships, it's going to be a changing from one dimension to another, because you're going to change your relationships with the people around you, and it's going to feel like a call to a mission in a way to have these new relationships, to make it really clear with these relationships that are around you. And, I think at the same time, you'll realize that the life around you is going to try and help you be patient about it all. And if you do attack it like that, I think you may end up a little bit disappointed. Not only with yourself, but with everybody else around you. And I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think anybody wins out of that situation. So I would go along the lines of trying to be your higher self, stepping from one dimension to another, going on that mission of allowing new episodes within relationships, and that's family, friends, community, or couple, new chapters within those relationships to just open up in front of you. Get out the way, I think, Capricorn. Allow the universe and you guys to really help you out. Let's just see what's going on in your money side, or your business, or your job, or your project side of life. Let's see what the karmic message is there. I think this is a week of offering things. It's you've got loads of ideas, Capricorn. You're constantly you're an idea machine in a way, and you like to calculate how it's going to work out, the business or the job, how you can progress these things along, and I think it's a case of offering. You're almost offering a lot of opportunities to the world around you, and I wouldn't be scared of doing that. Mastery. So offering your expertise to the world around you, and really allowing you to sit almost within your power and feel the beautiful rays of the sunshine in the summertime. Southern hemisphere, you're in your winter time, but it's like feeling that power of the moment, of feeling that winter, the strength of winter, for the southern hemisphere watchers. But for those of you in the northern hemisphere, it's like that sort of, being in that summertime and feeling that that expertise that you can have, that you can bring to the party. And I think it's a case of offering it to the world around you and making it's almost a little bit like networking in a way. But let's just see how the universe is trying to guide your karmic message. It's a door that shuts. Whilst one door opens, another one shuts. And you can say you could say the other way. You could say, obviously, when one door shuts, the other one opens. Like, either the glass is half full or half empty. Or do you look at life and you say, is it half empty, half full? As Capricorn, you're constantly moving on, so it will always be changing a little bit in that aspect. But here is it's sort of saying that door is closed, and I think this is this second wave that's coming through. That past is finished, and now you're moving on to something completely new. With the Ten of Pentacles, nice. So on the business side, the universe is sort of saying, it's coming to an end, those difficult times. If you've been experiencing difficult times, if you've been working on things, it's coming to the end of working on things and now having the success that goes along with it. That's what's flowing through you, and that's why you should always be your better self, or your higher self, or the best version of yourself. Let's just see how the guides are influencing the karmic message with the world around you, in coincidences and stuff like that. It's almost like they're paying attention to, it's like when when you're driving along, and you're driving along, but you're very conscious about cars as well, which are sort of overtaking, or you're overtaking. I think it's in American, isn't it? Doubling? I don't know. You can tell me in the description below. But it's almost as if like they're paying attention to the side, so you can concentrate on going forward. It's all about the journey. The harbour master, which is normally the Three of Wands, is that person that organises the boats coming in, boats going out. They organise the trade, as it were, the interaction between one side and the other with a lot of passion. The harbour master doesn't really go anywhere, unfortunately, but he's involved in other people's journeys. And I think this is where this whole gift thing of where you can offer your expertise or your networking with the people around you. I think this connecting a lot of things that are around you. I think that's why you guides are trying to help you here to really get the most and the success out of what the universe is offering. Let's just see what's going on the the guides and how the guides are influencing your conversation that is within you. Calm, fluid, but consistent with and that calm and that. So if you're explaining an idea or a project, or you're explaining how the job works to your boss or to the other people within the company, or you're trying to bring your business on or your project, here it's sort of saying, if you're constant and calm and fluid, you're going to be a lot. You're going to carry a lot more weight. You're going to carry a lot more authority, and you're going to put all the cards to your side of the table. Well, these two want to come out together. Put all the cards to your side of the table so you can get the best success out of life. What did I say about the Hierophant earlier on? He's up there though, and it's coming in quickly, really quickly, with the King of Pentacles underneath. Sorry, I had to have a look. I don't know why, but that is you as well. And it's at the moment, this week, really on the surface, there's those sort of long-term plans that I was talking about earlier on that are coming to fruition within you. Here, the Hierophant knows where he's going, knows what he's doing. Those stairs are straight. It's not like the Hermit where the stairs go around the mountain. That work has already been done. So that the Hierophant knows how to go up and down between his higher and lower self, which is what this is all about. And I would choose the higher self. And as you do choose the higher self, it's going to bring a lot of victories for you. It's a massive change coming for you, I think, Capricorn, in one way or another. And it all depends on how you set it up. Once you're into the Astroflower and the rhythms of the Astroflower, and you get into those rhythms and start, living life according to those rhythms, it's much easier to get the best out of life than to constantly trying to put out fires of the worst side of life. And I think this is, if you've been paying attention and being a bit conscious about how you go forward and how you imply yourself in the world, and this is what I'm talking about, get out of the way, allow that thing to happen, allow that success to take over your life. I think it will be a really good thing. And that's applying yourself to offering up your wisdom or your points of view or the way you see things. I think that's really important. Let's see how this is going on. That's really fantastic. I really love that. The fact that the Hierophants come out with, as I said, for the Temperance on the other side. Very, very powerful situation with the Four of Wands in there as well. Really, really good. And the Chariot. This is really powerful. This is really, it's got a lot of force in all of this. Really amazing. Let's just see what's coming up for the end of the week and how these journeys go together and what's coming up in the following week after that. It's like it's like you've accomplished something, and it's the moment you accomplish it, you've got that firework moment in your life, and that's what seems to be coming forth here. That's what seems to be becoming really blatantly obvious within your life of how to get the most and the best success out of the whole thing. Queen of Wands, that here and now. I think it's going to be, this week here, it's going to demand you, in order to prepare for the future, is to be here and now, to be in this present moment, allow those victories to come through, knowing that you can get a lot of joy out of this situation, being very patient with your relationships that are around you, stepping through from one side to another, and that call of allowing your heart to be open gently, so you're not disappointed in life, and you can position yourself within your family, within your couple, within your all types of relationships. So it actually benefits everybody around you, and they recognise that Capricorn that is sitting comfortably within their life. Absolutely blinding reading. The main thing is here, I think you should follow that main energy within inside you, is to be your higher self, to be the best version of you. So there you go, Capricorn. If you want to be part of the Astroflower family, it's very simple to do. You just need to subscribe and click that bell clicking that bell apparently is really important for the algorithm of YouTube. There's loads of links in the description below that you can see. You can follow us on Instagram as well. And you can also go and have a look at our sister channel, which is Cymatic TV, which is all about energy. In the meantime, Capricorn, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.